Hi all. Today we will see changing concept of education. So you know the different concepts of education. This presentation is the first in curriculum studies. So we are approaching education in a curricular point of view. So in this presentation we will discuss about what was education, what are the concepts of education, and the changing basis of education. So now let us see what was education. So the question is, what was education? So at the beginning of education, how the process in a curricular point of view, what was education? So education for survival. So the existence, as in the case of any other animals. Human being also is an animal species on earth. So our ancestors have to survive successfully by competing with different kinds of other animals. Then climatic conditions, peculiarities of habitat, the place of living for a shelter, for continuously getting food, water, etc. So the education at the beginning, when human beings are nomads, so it's for survival. And at that time, life as curriculum. There is nothing short of life, because life itself is curriculum. So life as education. The life of an individual. And in life, naturally we have different kinds of experiences. For we people of all the time, whether it is ancient period or the modern period or the current period, all having different kinds of experiences, and there shall be some common experiences and there shall be unique experiences. Fortunately or unfortunately, we are having some unique experiences with a pandemic. By last 1.5 years, we are exposed to a situation. So this experience act as a guide. So life itself as education, or life as the curriculum, and experiences in day-to-day life, different activities, whether it is hunting or gathering, or whether it is you are forming some presentations. Whatever it is, the experience in life, in day-to-day life activities, guide us through the system of education. And the teachers were elder members in the family or in the group, because human beings were nomads, hunters and gatherers, for making survival, making a living. So what the elders do? So they are teachers, experience as guide. And naturally, the type of education was need-based. So what all necessities are there in life? So that needs as the basis of that survival education. And naturally, that was a continuous process. Because every day they are having new and new experience and new exposure. Because not at all a settled life was then and there. So naturally new and new experiences, new and new places, new type of food items, everything, diseases, predators, climatic changes, climatic conditions, everything is there. So naturally education shall be continuous till the end of life. So that was the premature form or the first form of education. It is purely unorganized. That's why I use the term premature. Not at all it is a premature. It was a mature education for that time. When we are looking into that ancient education from a particular point of today, we may feel that it is premature. For that time, it was the best education. Education for survival, life as curriculum, experience as guide, elders as teachers, and as well as need-based. And through these years, thousands of years, education has been evolved into a much complicated system. So that evolution of education and some kind of formal system of education. When human beings started a settled life, when they are started the practice of agriculture, and then that settlement, human settlement occurred and it progresses. So then initiated a process of home-based education. Naturally, at that time education was restricted to only some category of people or some class of people. Usually the leaders, the rulers who are holding the power. So naturally the kings and all in later period of time, and as well as the children of those the priest and all. So that kind of elite class, elite groups, they may started education at home. Some of them feel the need of something as education for their next generation. And gradually that home-based education shifted to outside home, to some other place, or outside the home, some teacher, a single person who started educating a group of children. That may be the first form of education outside home. So that's kind of formal system of education. A single teacher, single disciple type of education at home, or a single teacher and children of different ages at a home, and the education comes out from home to outside some places, some beneath some trees and all. Later in some institutions, sometimes it will be the house of the teacher, the Gurukula system, you know. So all those are some kind of institution based education, institutionalized education. Students visiting some places outside their home for getting educated. And those institutionalized system became more and more developed. And at that time, after that Gurukula system, in that time also the education is highly restricted to only certain uh, sections of the society, classes of the society, because education is not at all a requirement for other people, because they require the very survival education. They need education for hunting and gathering as well as for agriculture. So the majority having that life as education process, and a minority to this institutionalized system of education. And when some specified institutions were established in connection with religious institutions, churches, mosques, temples, etc. So the religious texts were the curriculum. The epics were the curriculum. So naturally, the curriculum of life has shifted to some religious texts or some epics or some philosophy, something like that. And furthermore, this kind of education, there are also some complexities. Even the religious system of education is not available for all. In a later course of time, later course of human development, the majority were out of the system of education. And naturally, there will be a thinking among educated people, some of the educated people as well as the uneducated people, that all need education. Some kind of system of education is required. Or another factor like that, the colonization, especially the British, the Europeans, they make colonies in different parts of the world. So they require some local people for their assistance, their clerical jobs and all. So they started establishing education institutions. So public system of education. And at the same time, there was indigenous education in many places of the world. The Ezhuthuvalli, the Ashan Pallikudam, such kind of system of education was prevalent in, especially in Kerala, even before the Britishers came here. So a public system of education. And finally, the system of education evolved as education for all. Education is the fundamental right of all individuals. There shall be no restrictions in terms of gender, caste, class, physical ability, mental ability, etc. So that evolution from home to education for all, that's a great tale of evolution. Then the concept of education. At the beginning, or even now, one of the basic concept of education, the curriculum mainly focused on literacy, acquisition of 3 R's. What are the 3 R's? Reading, writing, and reckoning. The ability to count, the 1, 2, 3. So these are the 3 R's. So that acquisition of 3 R's or literacy. That's a basic concept of education of all the time. Then the further extension to this concept such as education for socialization. That is now a highly debatable aspect. The online education does not permit opportunity for socialization. That's the critics of online system of education always raising. But it is not fully correct. There are opportunities for socialization in online system of education. But we have to find it out. It is not those activities and interactions as we experienced in a face-to-face classroom. There are so many other ways we can interact each other. So whatever it is, another basic concept, why education is education for socialization, because human beings are basically social. So education for socialization, making us more social, helping us to interact each other meaningfully. Then another concept is education for acquisition of values. What are types of values? So there are different types of values, different categories of values. So education for acquisition of values. Education is the result. The result of education is to acquire a set of values, democratic values for us. Acquiring democratic values. Then a more elaborate, wider concept, education for liberation. Education help human beings to liberate from illiteracy, ignorance. It opens the doors of knowledge. So liberation is another concept. Why education? And acquisition of skills. So nowadays more prominence is on education for acquisition of skills. Human beings shall be more and more skilled. There is no meaning in learning certain subjects. We shall be skilled in every aspect of life, or every subject of study. There shall be specific set of skills and competencies. We have to identify that, and each one have to acquire that specific competencies and skills. So for example, in the case of language, there is some specific set of competencies. And for mathematics, some other set. Science, a different one. So acquisition of skill shall be another concept of education. So these are the different concepts. Acquisition of literacy, 3 R's. Socialization, value acquisition, liberation, and to be a skilled individual. Then there are changing bases of education. As we see in the case of evolution of education. Similarly, there are at different point of time, there shall be different bases for education. Initially, it was content based. Even now, when we analyze the system of education in many countries, including ours, the main basis, main focus of the system of education is content. Content-based system of education. Teachers will or the institution will distribute a set of books. It is content-oriented books, whatever style in which it is presented. Some kind of content. Teachers will come to the class and describe or explain the content, and based on the content provide some activities, exercises, questions, and we examine the acquisition of content at the end of a year, a semester, or a term, or whatever it is. So it's content based. The most prominent basis of education is content based. And another basis, another evolution apart from this content is objective based. There shall be certain set of objectives. So by realizing certain set of objectives, so content shall be a means only to realize, to attain, to reach up to that objective. That's the another basis of education. Then it comes activity based education. It is not the activity, it is not the objective or the content, but the activity is important. So that's another basis, activity or experience. Experience-based education. We saw in the case of the ancient system, ancient education, not system, ancient education, educational experiences guide. So activity or experience-based education. Then issue-based education. There are critical issues in life. In everybody's life, there shall be critical issues. But as a system, it is difficult to taken care of critical issues of each and every learner in a particular institutionalized system of education. It shall be possible only in an individualized system of education. We have to taken care of critical issues of each and every. So that issue-based system of education and skill or outcome-based education. Recently, already we have discussed that. The more emphasis is on skill or outcome. The term outcome initially used to represent objective. Some 20 years back, outcome was synonymous to objective. But nowadays, recently, again the term outcome get prominence. But nowadays the outcome doesn't mean the objective, but it stands for skills. That specific set of competencies and skills. So education should be based on skill or outcome. So these are some of the basis of education. Content, objective, activity or experience, critical issues, skills, etc. So all these things, when we are analyzing all these things, we can see that the most interesting factor is that education shall include content, objective, experiences or activity. It should address issues properly, and naturally, in order to address issues properly, we need certain skills and competencies. So all these are intertwined or interconnected. But unfortunately, we are taking these separately. By the interval of some 5 to 10 years, we have to revise the curriculum and all. And at that time, we shifted from one basis to another. But in reality, all these are the basis of education. All shall be properly added. Then only education shall be for life. Education for life. Then only quality of education will enhance. Then only we can develop or empower individuals. So that's all about changing concepts of education. We shall meet in another presentation at another time. Till then, Thank you all.